to the Ghanaian Farmer Channel. My name is Enyonam, and this week we mentioned last week about the breed or the varieties or types of grass cutter to start off with. And so today we are going to break down the varieties we have and why you have to start with these breeds. Thank you very much once again, Reverend Dominic, for having us in your farm. Okay. So last week you took us through the basic things that we need to know and put in place before we start. Then you said that this week you were going to stress more on the breed to start off with. Yeah. So do we have breed, and if we have, how many do we have?
Yeah, thank you once again. Thank you, viewers. Yes, we have breeds of grass cutters.
Okay.
We have breed, and then let me say two major breeds that we are all talking about. We have the long breed, and then we have the short breed. That is the two major breeds we talk about.
Okay.
Yes, and then when you bring into human, it's the same.
Okay.
We have people who are fat and we have people who are slim. When we bring it to human term, that is how we call it.
Right.
The obolo and then the slim people. Okay. It's the same thing. Okay. The long breeds are the grasses that are big. They're a little longer, and then the short ones, they are a little smaller. But that doesn't bring any difference. The difference is just the size. Yes. And then this time, because we are selling it for consumers, we are all shifting gradually to the long breed. So that when the consumers are coming to buy, the animal is big, because it depends the size with the price. So everybody is shifting to the long breed, and now the short breed is moving from the system. Yes, the short breed is moving from the system. We are not using the short breeds to do crossing again. We are not multiplying them. But along the line, they are coming, because you can even use two long breed to cross. And when they give birth to maybe 7 or 6, definitely along the line, you have one short breed amount. And there's not any difference. It's just the size. That is why we call them like that.
All right. So I am definitely going to make sure that Rev brings out the breed, the long and the short. So you see and know any farm you go to, when you mention to the farmer, I want the long breed and the short breed, he doesn't deceive you and give you something else. So relax, I will make sure that Rev shows you. Rev, why is it necessary for me to start my farm with being it the short or the long breed?
Yes. You see, when you are a beginner, when you see your animals growing fast, it impresses you. It keeps you moving.
Right.
So beginners, we advise them to start with the long breed. But as I've already said, no matter what, along the line, the short breed will still pop out. Because when the animals give birth to maybe 7 or 6 or even 10, some will not grow fast like others. Especially when the mother gives birth, the first ones are always bigger. The first, second, maybe the last ones, maybe the last 2 babies, they are smaller. And even along the breeding, the breastfeeding time, you know, the bigger ones are stronger than the smaller. And the mother have only 6 breasts. So if the grasscutter give birth to maybe about 8, there is possibility that 2 of them will be struggling to get breast milk. So those ones, they will not grow bigger like the first or the second. So along the line, because those ones are not growing bigger, we call them the short breed. But they are all coming from the long breed. So it will even surprise you that short breed we are talking about, if you use them to cross, and that short breed give birth to maybe 5 or even 4, the babies will look big. It will even surprise you that this animal is little, but it has given birth to babies, and the babies sometimes, when they are about 6, 7 months, you see that their size is equal to their mother.
All right. If I'm a new farmer, how many each of these breeds do you recommend I start off with?
Sometimes it depends on your capital, because we sell it in a colony, 3 females and 2 males. That is how we sell it in Ghana here. It's only some part of Nigeria that they sell it 4 female and 1 male. And that one, there is a reason why they do that. We sell it 3 females and 2 males. Because when you are starting a grasscutter with a colony, and you got only 1 male, and you take it to your farm, assuming something happened to that male, you have only 1. And even if you use that 1 male to cross all the 4 females, and they have given birth, which male is going to cross those babies? Because there's something we call inbreeding when it comes to grasscutter farming. So when you have 2 males, and then 3 females. You can use 1 male to cross 1. You use another 1 male to cross the 2.
Okay.
So when they give birth, these one's children can cross this one.
Okay.
To avoid inbreeding.
Right.
So we start with, we sell it in a colony. So now, okay, assuming you want to start with 3 colonies, you want to start with 4 colonies, all depend on your capital. And the other thing is, you have to also check the food. Can I feed 2 colonies? Can I feed 3 colonies? If you are good to go, even if you can feed 10 colonies and you want to start, we don't have problem.
Okay.
But when you are starting big like that, you need to have some extension officer, somebody who have experience electing the grasscutter, who can be helping you come into your farm, checking things for you, because it is big.
Okay.
But if you are starting maybe 1 colony, 2 colonies, that way you can start with communication, phone calls, and some video calls. Okay, this is what is happening to my animals, and then we can help you to go with it.
Okay.
So to start, we don't have any specific number that you have to start with this number.
Right.
You need your capital is talking. Yes, because you are going to prepare cage for them. You are going to be getting food for them. So your capital count, the environment where you are, if you can feed them, so we are good to go with any quantity you want to go with.
So when it comes to veterinary officers,
Yes.
I know that they are more of the goats and the piggery and cows.
Yes.
What has Grasscutter got to do with the veterinary officer? Do you
know-
also take any vaccine or any?
Well, my farm now, when we started Grasscutter farming, they say you have to bring the vet, and then I have a vet.
Yeah.
Because I have goat and I have those things. They
Yes.
take good care of the goat and then the sheep and those ones.
Right.
But for Grasscutter, when they come, because I take the precautions,
Right.
what will prevent them from falling sick.
Okay.
I try my best to do that. Prevention is better than cure.
Okay.
So because we don't have any specific medicine,
Yeah.
I remember some time ago when my Grasscutter was paralyzed, I called a vet, a very good vet. And she came, she tried all the necessary things, but we still lose the animal. Because it was something that they are now trying.
Okay.
They don't have much information.
Right.
So now a lot of vets, they come to my farm and they ask me questions. Reverend, how is this and how is it? And they are writing their
They are
notes.
still doing
Yeah, they are
research.
doing research
Okay.
on how to take good care of grasscutters.
All right. In that case, what are the preventive measures to keep the animals safe and healthy?
Yes, the preventive measures is cleaning.
Okay.
Cleaning is very, very important. When it comes to, not even grasscutter,
Right.
cleanliness is next to godliness.
Okay.
So if you don't clean their cages, their place is not neat, they will fall sick. And if they fall sick, there is, for them to recover, it's 50-50.
Okay.
So you have to make sure the cage is clean. You have to clean the place always. I do cleaning every day. I do cleaning every blessed day. And then I also make sure I give them good food. When we talk about good food, make sure you don't give them a contaminated food.
Okay. But how will I know the maize is contaminated, Rev? Hey.
That is why you have to get a good relationship with your farmers.
Okay.
And sometimes it is advisable that you get your own farm. But when your animals increase, this size of animals that I have now, how many acres of land will I get to plant maize for them? So I have to depend on other farmers.
Okay.
My farm alone cannot feed my animals.
Right.
No.
Okay.
So you have to depend on other farmers. And there should be a good relationship between you and those farmers. You have to ask them, okay, what are the chemicals you use? When was the last time you sprayed them?
Right.
And so far as they also know that you are using it to feed their animals, there is a rules. Okay, if they will spray it, it should be not less than 1 month before you come and cut.
Really?
Yes, so after they spray the ground, at least 1 month.
After?
Yes, after.
Then you can go
and cut.
Okay.
And give to your animals. And they don't give too much fertilizer to the
maize.
corn stick, to the maize. If the fertilizer is too much, the maize will be nice, but if you bring it and feed your animal, it will affect them.
Wow.
Yes, it can cause miscarriage.
This is a lot.
Yes.
But you are going to cut somebody's maize. You are giving him.
Oh yes, because we pay. We are coming to buy it. After they have harvested the maize, he make his money from the harvest, and we also go, and then we also at least we also pay something small, even no matter how small it is.
Right.
Even if it is 10 cedis,
It's still money.
it's still money.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I
And
get
along the line, we are cleaning your farm for you. So if you didn't do it the way we want it, we'll not come and clear it for you to get access to plant a new one.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So, Rev, finally, you've taken us through the breed.
Yes.
And then you've also explained the feeding and all that.
Yes. And one thing is, you see, when we talk about this thing, everybody say, I want long breed, long breed. Every grasscutter is grass. Determine if you can feed them well.
Okay.
If you can feed grasscutter well, no matter how short breed it is, it carry weight.
Okay.
It look nice.
Right.
It look attractive. The meat is good, and consumers will buy.
Okay. All right. So don't be too worried when you go to the farm and the farmer says that, oh, my long breeds are finished. All I have is short breed. Don't be too worried. You can still go for it.
Yes, and along the line, that short breed, when you cross them, they can give you long breed.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So lastly, then I would ask about how much one colony would cost me, assuming I can start with just one colony.
Yes. If you want to start with maybe one colony, you know, that is what I was also saying. The colonies, we have different breed and different colors.
Yeah.
So every color with each price.
Okay.
Currently, we have some colonies, 1,000 Ghana cedis.
Okay.
We have the ash ones, some colonies, 1,005. We have the white ones, some colonies, 2,000, 2,500. So it's all based on the variety you want. We have the half caste, 1,002, and so it depends. Okay. The breed you want, the color you want with each price. Yes, so the colony range from 1,000, 1,002, 1,005. We have even some the age when they are ready to cross. We have some that the price is even high. Yeah, so.
All right. So there you have it, Reverend Dominic Zigley. He is a rabbit farmer, a corporate worker, and a man of God. And so this week, the focus or the highlight was on selecting the breed to start with, selecting the type of grass cutter to actually start with. We mentioned the long and the short, and he gave detailed explanation as to these two types, why you need each of them to actually start with. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe and share the link. Next week, we'll come your way again with another topic, you know, still highlighting and enlightening your understanding. We don't want to pack the interview. If not, you might not understand. And I know you don't like watching long videos. So when we do it in short, then you take your time and go through them one after a time. So please subscribe, and remember, if you want to train at Reverend's farm or you want to buy some, you can call us or you can call Reverend. And please share your number once again with us.
My number is 0242 130317.
Okay.
And the code when you're outside Ghana is +233. This number is also a WhatsApp number. You can WhatsApp us and anytime. Please, if you are calling me and I'm not answering, don't be offended. My number is always busy.
Right.
I will definitely call you back.
Okay.
If you send me a message on WhatsApp, I didn't reply immediately, don't be offended. I will definitely get back to you. Thank you.
All right. So that's it. If you're calling Reverend and he's busy, you can call my number.
Yes.
0554830431. I'll just bring you here and come and catch Reverend.
Yes.
And then you do business with him. But on that note, we'll see you next week. Until then, it's a bye for now. We'll make sure we show you the short and long breed so you can see what exactly we are talking about. I'll see you next week. Bye.